right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another weekly Oracle message for the Zodiac signs, where I pull one card from a different Oracle deck every single week for each of the Zodiac signs. And this week we are pulling from the Spirit Allies Oracle deck, which I did get at Goddess Provisions. You can check out the link down below where you can get discounts using the code Mystic Hillbillie. That's Hillbillie with an IE and not a Y. And you can get your discount at Goddess Provisions. But we are going to pull one card for each of the signs from the Spirit Allies deck this week. And I do encourage you to watch the full video because we all embody the full zodiac. But if you want, you can just watch your sun, moon, and rising. If you just want to watch your sun, moon, and rising, I will be releasing these individually tomorrow. So if you just want to wait 24 hours or so, sometimes it's 48 hours, then Yeah, they will be released individually. You don't have to watch the full video. But if you want to watch the full video and you know your rising sign, then you can apply the house's energy to each of the signs and get a full zodiac reading for yourself. So I do encourage that also. And also keep in mind, I do not do personal readings. Anybody that's trying to give you a personal reading from me is a scammer. Don't let scammers scam you. They're out there everywhere trying to scam people. Don't let scammers scam you. You are responsible for your stuff. And I'm the Mystic Hillbillie. I'm telling you right here, right now, I don't do personal readings. You have to reach out to me, and there's a whole process in order to get a personal reading. I will never, ever reach out to you trying to give you a personal reading. So do know that. But if you do want to know what Mystic Hillbillie's got going on, I got courses, I got books, I got all kinds of stuff, moon guides, all kinds of wonderful stuff going on at celestialgrove.academy. Check it out if you want to know what is up with the Mystic Hillbillie, and that will be your only route to being able to get to a reading if you want one. So, it is Virgo season at the time of the release of this video, so I'm going to start with Virgo. Let's get started pulling a card for each of the signs from the Spirit Allies deck, shall we? All right, Virgo. So Virgo, you got Aquarius, and I feel like this is kind of like a challenge to pour out to give. It's to know when to give and when not to give, and to give out of love, to give not for a reason, to give thankfully, which I know that you do, Virgo, and I feel like you have done and you continue to do. But Virgo, it's time for you, what I'm really hearing is time for you to align your thoughts with your actions. Like align your thoughts and your actions so that you can feel like you belong serving in the way that you serve. That way you feel like your heart needs to feel that it belongs serving, and then your thoughts need to align with that feeling of belong serving so that you can serve and actually act on that service. So there's a need to align your thoughts and your actions in a way that your heart feels they belong being aligned, and then pour out with love. But I think you really need to look at how you're pouring out and look at a way to really find a way to pour out in a more aligned way where your thoughts and your actions and your heart are aligned with the decisions that you're making for service. And Virgo, I feel like you are beginning to stand out amongst the crowd. And your uniqueness is beginning to speak for itself. But there's always something interesting for you to learn. The fine balance that you create between air and water is what leaves you independent of your emotions and a seeker of the authentic path. Your journey in this lifetime, Virgo, is entirely your own. And while you may encounter others who have had similar experiences, no one else is living your life. This reading is here to remind you to rejoice in your individuality and the choices that you're making. While some decisions may leave others confused, you know what's beneficial to you and your time here. The independent choices that you will make lead you to a community that supports you wholeheartedly and wants what's best for you. You got this, Virgo. That's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Libra, you got 33 payouts. So I really feel like you're being called to believe in your ability, believe in your ability to open, believe in your ability to create, believe in your beliefs, and believe in the guidance that's available to you beyond this realm. I feel like you need to believe in the guidance that is available to you so that it will be more available and be made more apparent to you so that you can take advantage of the guidance that's coming in. So there's definitely a need to believe in yourself and believe in your ability, believe in your creative abilities, believe in the guidance that you have and your ability to be able to receive that guidance. And payout is calling for you to push the boundaries of accepted norms. It's time to return to the oneness and true unity. What you see in society is definitely not all that you get, Libra, and you are being encouraged to sit with the power that comes with being able to look beyond the material veil and connect with the upper realms. Close your eyes and envision yourself in a higher plane of existence where all things are connected. With each inhale, allow reassurance to flow through you. And with each exhale, picture your energetic vibration stretching out beyond you. From this state, with ease and grace, you can receive guidance to help you break a karmic cycle and find pure self-love, compassion, and acceptance. So you're doing amazing things, Libra. You need to believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to break free from these karmic cycles and ties and to find your creative, self-love, and compassionate spirit. You got this, Libra. I hope this message helped you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Scorpio, you got 30, kava. Scorpio, I feel like you're being called to protect your beliefs. There's a need to protect your beliefs and to have boundaries around your beliefs this week. And kava is here to remind you that before you embark on any spiritual journey, you have to ground yourself first. Connecting to the earth and yourself is how you'll be able to make clear decisions about where you are going and where you want to be. Imagine a brilliant white light that extends from you to the soil below you. Feel it stretch beneath the surface and intertwine with the natural roots of the earth. You, Scorpio, are connected to Source. Let this bring comfort to you and solidify the decisions that you will make moving forward. As you continue throughout your life, remember to always come back to your safe, grounded roots. Scorpio, how can you make grounding a priority in your life? All right, Scorpio, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, beloved Sagittarius, this week you have Lakshmi, the goddess of beauty and grace, and so many other things too. Just those are the two things that come to my mind immediately. And I feel like Lakshmi is here to help guide you, Sagittarius, this week, to help you trust your intuition and trust your senses. And there's also a need to guard and protect, to have boundaries around your intuition. Don't just tell everyone what you sense, and do act on it, and not everyone has to know. Like that kind of thing is coming through. You need to have boundaries around your intuition and your ability to listen to your intuition. And Lakshmi, the goddess of love, beauty, grace, and abundance, is here to tell you that you are abundant and abundance surrounds you. You have to believe in the abundance, and you can sense it. You can sense the abundance around you. Believe the abundance is possible for you. and it will be able to have. You have to seek it first. Get curious about the abundance in your life, and you will begin to see the abundance. And Lakshmi is encouraging you to look at all the ways that abundance could come to you. Life's riches come in many forms and don't include just monetary wealth. Abundance can look like living a healthy life, feeling loved and appreciated, and attaining the goals that you've set for yourself. No matter where you are in life, Lakshmi is calling for you to give thanks for everything that you have, Sagittarius. Gratitude will help create awareness and inspire you to appreciate the present moment. All right, beloved Sag, that is the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, beloved Capricorn, you got 48, the wolf. The wolf spirit is coming in this week to help support and guide you. And the wolf spirit is like really, really supporting you. Like I feel like you're being supported. Allow the support in your life. Enjoy the support and just really bring the support in. And get curious about how your heart feels you belong, and make decisions based off how your heart feels you belong. The thing that your heart feels you belong with, like it's a feeling of belonging in your heart that will help guide you to make the correct decisions moving forward this week in your life. And think for a moment about the people that mean the most to you, Capricorn. Whether that's family, friends, or a romantic partner. Wolf is the embodiment of what it means to stay connected with the people you love and care for. Even if you prefer being alone, remember that you are not truly ever alone. The universe cares and loves for you just like your own pack. Reach out to the ones you love and remind them how much you love them this week. Sometimes there's nothing better than catching up with a close friend and sharing the wisdom that you've gathered. There's always something to learn from sharing experiences, Capricorn. So take a lesson from the wolf and be willing to share with those that you love this week. All right, Capricorn, that's your message. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Aquarius, you got Scorpio this week. So Aquarius, the first thing that I'm hearing is you need to open your mind. You need to have an open mind. You really need to open your mind. And then the second thing I'm hearing is you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be real and honest with yourself about the things that are coming in with your open mind. And just because we have an open mind doesn't mean that we keep everything that flies into it. You know, think of an open mind like an open nest, and like the birds are the thoughts, you know, and like all these birds are coming in and hanging out on the nest. They don't all have to be there. We can kick some out and be like, yeah, it's an open nest, but these birds aren't allowed here. These birds can make a home here, but these birds got to go. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the idea here. Have an open mind, but really be honest with yourself about the thoughts that are flowing and coming in and through. And Scorpio is urging you to listen to your intuition about what you've been experiencing lately. Sometimes the hardest decisions that we make are the ones that we prevent ourselves from making. Remaining in your comfort zone is comfortable, but there's only so much opportunity to grow there. Surround yourself with what eases you and stay determined whenever it comes to accessing your personal truth. Be honest with yourself and stay focused on what you truly need to grow. It may be uncomfortable at first, but you know what's ultimately beneficial for you, Aquarius. And Aquarius, in the background today, I have my raccoon just messing with the bag. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's loud for me. So I feel like that is a message for you, Aquarius, that even though there may be a lot of chaos going on in the background, you can still focus on what you need to focus on, and you can still show up for yourself. and allow the background to be what the background is, and just keep on moving forward, loving and trusting. Like, I love and I trust that she will be done playing with that bag eventually, but it's something that keeps her occupied, So also understand that, like the chaos may be something that helps keep something occupied that would be a problem for you otherwise. So take that as it resonates, Aquarius, and that is the message I have for you today. Please take the ones that resonate the most with you and leave the rest for those that it belongs to. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Pisces, you got 45, the snake. So Pisces, I feel like you need to, there's a renewal. I'm hearing renew your mind. Renew your mind so that the thoughts that belong are there. There's a lot of renewing going on, a lot of thought work going on this week too. So the snake is asking you to flow with the cycles of your life and to allow your life to flow. I feel like you're kind of going through a rough spot, but you need to flow through it and allow it to remove the dross that no longer served you. There's a shedding of the old and a moving into the new and being renewed. It's a renewal self. And at the beginning of this renewal, you are very vulnerable. So protect yourself at the beginning of this renewal. But there's a deep connection to the cyclical nature of the universe. Snake urges you to release what holds you back from being the highest version of yourself, Pisces. You too can remove the layers of ego and expectation to transform into a more authentic version of you. A living embodiment of who you want to be, Pisces. Knowing where to begin in this process can be difficult, but have faith. Snake is here to help guide you through this. And as each layer of the ego peels away, you'll soon see yourself in a whole new light. Your vibration is rising, along with your power to create your reality and manifest your dreams, Pisces. Just trust the process and know that you may feel a little bit vulnerable at first. That doesn't mean that you're always going to be weak. You will gain your strength. All right, beloved Pisces, that is the message I have for you this week. I do hope it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Aries, you got Nancy. Nancy is a Sumerian goddess of social justice and divination, magic. She's a powerful oracle, and she is believed to communicate through dreams. So you might want to start dream journaling this week, Aries. Maybe journal some of your dreams, because I feel like you're getting divine communication through your dreams this week. Nancy is also associated with water and rules over fish. Maybe you want to go fishing this week. I don't know. Take it if it resonates. Anyway, Aries, I do feel like it's time for you to create space for everyone to coexist. There's a need to create space for coexistence this week. And there's a need to guard your decisions for creating this space, because you're creating it for everyone whether they realize it or not, Aries. And you need to guard your decisions around creating this space. And there's a reminder that change is occurring, and Nancy calls for justice in this change. So use this as a reminder to stand up for what you believe and speak out for those whose voices have been suppressed. The power to create change is within all of us, but it's when we come together for the greater good that we're able to create action. Now is a great time to research causes that you are passionate about and to share your thoughts with others, Aries. Gently encourage them to do the same and find their voice. Together, we can heal and create a stronger foundation for generations to come. So, Aries, I feel like you're doing some amazing magical things, and I feel like justice is you're going to see justice this week, but I also think you need to journal your dreams. There's divine communication coming through your dreams this week also. But yeah, there's a lot of messages in here this week. I hope that you found the one that resonates the most with you. Please take what resonates the most, leave the rest, and be in grace. Taurus, you got ametrine. So Taurus, the first thing that I hear with this is you are protected in the creation of your dreams. Like your abundance is protected and your intuition and your connection with spirit is protected. There's like a double protection here. I'm also hearing that your prayers have been heard and the delay is not what you think it is, and it is on its way. Just trust and continue to trust and believe. So yeah. And Taurus, I'm also hearing that even though you may not think it, we all have some type of habit that we would benefit from removing from our life. Whether it's eating junk food or spending a little too much time on social media, there's a better substitute that we could be turning to. Ametrine is here to support you in this process of overcoming what no longer serves you and finding ways for you to channel your time and energy into more productive and beneficial ways. Pick up a book the next time you want to reach for your phone, or look for a more natural alternative to your favorite snack. The hardest part is acting on change, but the universe has faith in you and will stand by you the whole way, Taurus. All right, Taurus, that is the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Gemini. So Gemini, you have Durga. Durga is referred to as the mother goddess. Her name can be translated to fort in relation to her highly protective nature. And we have Katara joining us for your reading. Durga is often associated with motherhood and is pictured with the 8 arms that holds a symbolic object. So, beloved Gemini, I feel like Durga is coming in to challenge you this week, and I feel like the challenge is to protect your energy and to notice where you belong and to admit that your energy is worth protecting. And Gemini, your energy may be feeling a little drained or fragile lately. It's important to protect it. The stories of Durga's fortifying nature are a reminder of how essential it is to remain steady in our boundaries. This doesn't mean that you need to shut everyone out, but rather create conscious relationships with others who will help lift you up, Gemini. Determine what values are important to you and search for others who feel the same way. Stay vigilant with others who cross your path, and be sure you don't energetically feed them more than you need to. Focus on shifting yourself into your ideal vibration and witness how you begin to attract people who align with the aligned version of you, Gemini. All right, beloved Gemini, this is a week to protect where you belong and to align yourself with the highest version of you. You got this, Gemini, and you are being assisted by the great Mother Goddess Durga herself. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, beloved Cancer, you got Ember 18, Moonstone. And I feel like this is your stone. Moonstone is Cancer's stone, right? This empowers you. I really feel like Cancer, to connect with Moonstone this week. If you don't have any Moonstone, imagine the Moonstone, and just the imagining and connecting with it will help Moonstone bring its energy into your life. And I feel like Cancer, last week, we were dealing with a different Oracle deck, but last week's message was to shine your light. And I feel like you're shining your light, and to continue shining your light this week is coming through. What I'm hearing is shine bright like a diamond. You know that song by Rihanna, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. And be calm. Like there's a calm presence to you shining your light, and just connect with the moonstone. It'll help you to find that calmness in the ability for you to shine your light, Cancer. Because this week I feel like you're like a lighthouse leading a boat to safety. Moonstone glimmers and lights the way to your newest adventure. You're growing into the person that you were meant to be, Cancer, and it's a beautiful sight to see. Take a moment to honor yourself and all that you have witnessed thus far. While the process is not yet complete, the progress that you've made has prepared you for what's to come. Take a deep breath and let the moonstone fill you with relief and ease. There's no need to stress anymore, Cancer. The universe has your back. All right, beloved Cancer, that is the message I have for you this week. I do hope it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, beloved Leo, you got 42 moths. And I feel like you're being challenged to transform your way. I feel like there's a challenge of transformation coming through. It's a challenge, like you're being challenged, like I dare you to transform. Like I don't know why, that's how it feels. But yeah, there's a need to open up where you feel you belong, and you need to not open up where you feel you don't belong. So protect yourself if you feel like you don't belong, and don't open up until you feel like you belong. There's going to be a feeling of like this week, you're going to feel like you belong opening up. And yes, you do. You belong opening up. You feel like you belong opening up. And the opening up is going to bring transformation. It's going to challenge you to transform. Very interesting. So Leo, it's like there's a period of great transformation upon you. To reap its full benefits, you must be willing to embrace the darkness of the unknown and trust that you will come through this experience as an even more incredible version of you. I mean, unimaginable, right, Leo? But yes, possible. Allow yourself to witness and appreciate how major changes provide deep clarity about who you truly are. Yeah, look through the past changes and who it taught you about who you are, Leo. While sudden shifts and adjustments may feel like you've been thrown off your path, have faith and trust in the divine. It was meant to be. You are exactly where you need to be, Leo. Any recent shift will only help you to keep moving forward. Remember, when one door closes, another door opens, or sometimes it's a window. Opportunities for growth are available to you now, but are you looking to find them? All right, beloved Leo, that is the message I have for you this week. Please take the parts that resonate most with you and your soul and your path, and leave the rest for those that resonate with others. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this message helped. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, that is it. That is our full reading this week. I'm so grateful that you guys made it to the end of this reading. You guys are the best humans on this earth, my favorite of all the people. And I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you abundantly with love, joy, and finances. Love, joy, and finances are blessed upon your house and all those that you loved. I thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, for the blessings that abound with all of us and our loved ones. And so it is. Shalom. Thank you all so much. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed giving it, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Remember to check out celestialgrow.academy. And as always, be blessed with lots and lots of love.